Hello everyone, Final Fantasy Exvius Tactics channel here. The third and probably final Final Fantasy Type 0 banner is out, with Rem, the base 5-star unit of the batch. She was considered a great healer in Japan, and now in global she still is a great healer, but she gets two global exclusive abilities that maybe puts her in a damage department and it's not a proper healer anymore. Well, let's check it out now. Okay, this is Rem. Her base stats are in the equipment. You can see she can equip the basic stuff of a mage, white mage, black mage. Also, she can equip daggers. In the magic, Rem is very basic in this point of the game. She has Cura, Kuraja, Raze, Esuna, and in the black magic she has Firaga, Blizzaga, Sandaga, and Protega of green magic. In the special abilities, she has dual cast. In a dual cast, that's very good. Magic plus 20%, MP plus 30%, Spirit plus 30%, Auto Refresh, a common thing of base 5-star units, Triple Sleep, a ability that almost all the Type 0 units has, Sharp Resolution, that boosts Magic and Spirit in 50% when Rem has its Dagger equipped, Undying Wish, a skill that revives a unit with 8% of HP when the unit dies, Siphon's Spare, 30% magic damage and 30% MP drain of that damage, Healing Prayer, a Kuraja that also heals all the status ailments of the party, even stone and disease. This is a very good healing ability. Twin Daggers, the global exclusive ability that enables Rem to keep 2 daggers, and Dagger Boomerang. This is the most important ability of Rem right now that gets in global server. With that ability, Rem does 120% magic damage, and that damage increases in 100% each turn for a total of 620% damage. Now, what is special about this skill is that this skill is affected by dual wield. That means if you have 2 weapons equipped, Rem can attack 2 times, and each of these times the damage increases. So each turn Rem attacks with that skill with 2 weapons equipped, the damage increases in 100%. Also, the most amazing thing about that is that skill is affected by element of the weapon and the killer abilities you have. This is almost game changer. This is like Ace wildcard ability, but this damage is incremental. So, how much damage can Rem do with that skill? Let's check it out now. Okay, for start I will use the normal equip, the equip you can get in events and for free. I have Second Knife. I use Second Knife because with that I can get the 50% magic and spirit buff with Rem, Wizard Rod, Creepy Mask, Siren's Robe, 2 Roller Rings, 1 magic 15% and 3 Twin Spell. You can see that with that setup, Rem gets 606 mag. That is very good. Also 3826 HP. A little low, but this is for testing purpose, so that's fine. Also, she gets 392 spirit, also very good. Well, let's test Rem with the usual bosses. Okay, here's the White Dragon. Let's try for start. Dual cast a Sandaga. Very nice. Now let's try with the same setup, but now let's throw Dagger Boomerang to the White Dragon. Okay, take in consideration that the damage is incremental, so the first attacks will be low as expected. Now, to see the killer effects in Dagger Boomerang, let's equip a Dragon Killer and Odin Esper on Rem. As you can see, my magic goes down to 549, but that doesn't matter. Let's see how much damage does now Dagger Boomerang. There's a difference. Now let's face the Demon Chimera with Ifrit Esper on Rem for the Beast Killer. Okay, let's throw right now Dagger Boomerang. Now in the second turn the damage should be 320% and 420%. That's about right. Now let's try beating the Brachiosaur with the best equipment I have in my inventory now. I give Rem Defender's Daggers. By the way, get this dagger. It's really amazing for Rem. Even if you don't have a Rem right now, buy it from the Mock King event. You will regret it if you get a Rem in the future and don't have this dagger. Get it. Gives magic 68 and also on Rem it gives magic plus 15% and also gives spirit 35. Also gives auto regen. This is definitely the best equipment for Rem because equipping this dagger also gives you 50% more magic and spirit. So the amount of spirit and magic this dagger gives to Rem is amazing. So get it. Even if you don't have a Rem, get it. Also, I equip Freebius Needle, Creepy Mask, Silence Robe, Magical Crest, Genki Glow, 2 Letters and Arms, and 2 Magic plus 30%. Also, I equip Odin for the Dragon Killer. So, let's fight the Brachiosaur. Okay, let's throw Dagger Boomerang. And again Dagger Boomerang. Not a chance. Now let's try again, but now let's equip Dragon Killer and Sildra's Protection on Rem. That will reduce the magic in 806, but that doesn't matter. Let's see how much damage I will do now to the Brachiosaur. Dagger Boomerang. There's a difference. Even if the magic is low, obviously with killers equipped, Rem does much damage. That's really a very good skill on Rem. Even if you don't have a healer equipment, Rem also still has really big spirit. With 466 spirit, you can heal very good. As you can see, the equipment is the same for a offensive Rem. And even with that, her Kuraja kills 1900. That's even in just stolen numbers. And with her healing prayer, she heals even in that range and can cure all the status ailments. That's really nice. But if you go full spirit equipment on Rem, something like that, you can get 700 spirit, and with that Rem's Kuraja should heal 2100. There's no big difference with the offensive skill set. That's because healing abilities take in consideration magic and spirit, and with a full spirit build you get very low magic, but you can get also high spirit, but the magic gets very low. It's almost the same thing, but you get more magic defense with that build, and in the other hand, with the full magic equipped you get more attack, but Rem is more fragile. Okay, so Rem is very powerful, so how should you equip her? That depends. If you want a very offensive Rem, you should go with full mag equipment. If you want a more defensive Rem with high spirit, you should equip her with staff and more defensive equipment. Something that doesn't change is the base of Rem. In a real fight you need at least 4000 HP with Rem, so in your materials you should have at least 1 HP material slot, HP plus 15%, or if you have HP plus 30%, that's better, but in your set list you must have a HP material. Also, in the robe, unless you have a rainbow robe, silence robe is the best for Rem, because the high magic and spirit, also a decent defense. In the head you can have creepy mask, but if you don't have one because you didn't get her, you don't get her in the event, or you don't start playing in that time, you can also equip Rem with a cat ear hood. That's just fine. With that base you must change the equipment you want Rem, of if you want a offensive one or a defensive one. Second knife is very good for Rem because it gives the opportunity to equip another weapon, a staff or a rod, and also with second knife you get the magic and spirit bonus of Rem's passive of 50%. If you don't have a dual wield or Genki globe, or you don't want to use one of those on Rem, you can use second knife. The second weapon, if you want a defensive Rem, should be golden staff or magic staff if you have the TM. If you want a more offensive Rem, you should use Wizard Rod or Matthew's Malice or Omni Rod or Draco Spike if you have those TMs. Or even better, you can use Freebia's Needle if you have one for the letters and arms bonus on Rem. But you probably will use that on your own Freebia because she does more damage than Rem. So only if you don't want to use a Freebia, use her needle on Rem. In the accessories, I always recommend using a offensive or defensive accessory and a HP accessory. In that case, I put Roller's Ring and Germina's Boots because Germina's Boots gives HP plus 15%. If you have the TMs, even better, you can use Magical Crest and Archa's Talisman for more magic, spirit and HP on Rem. In the materials, I recommend use, if you want a defensive Rem, Shard of Genius or something like that that gives spirit and defense of your unit. If you want more MP, you can also use MP materials, but Rem like that has 321 MP. I think that with auto refresh is more than enough in a long fight. Or if you prefer more offensive Rem, you can use magic materials like mag plus 30%. Remember that Echidna gives a free magic plus 30% material, or magic plus 15% or something like that. You can also use both of those materials, SPR materials and magic materials, but I don't recommend that because you won't heal very well and you won't attack very well. So I'm not very confident on using hybrid builds. Well, in the pros and cons of Rem you have, in the pros, dual cast. She can dual cast black and white magic. Awesome. High magic and spirit modifiers. With a dagger equip, Rem can get 50 more magic and spirit. Also, with her other innate incremental abilities, she can get high magic and spirit bonus. Dagger Boomerang. Dagger Boomerang is a global exclusive ability of Rem, and with that she becomes a killer machine when Dagger Boomerang is its max magic modifier. Heal and cure all ailments. Healing Prayer is a Kuraja that also can heal all status ailments of your allies. That includes stone and disease. This is by far the best healing ability until now in global server. Very useful in arena. Rem can damage very big in arena, and also if you get stoned by the enemy's attacks, Rem can heal it with no problem. Equip a Ribbon on Rem and she will be your best friend in arena. In the cons, we have no status immunity. Rem doesn't have any status immunity passive skill, and that's kind of bad by today's standards because you need to use a accessory or material slot to give her a status immunity, lowering her spirit or magic. No other killer magic spell or ability. Dagger Boomerang is very good, but it's kind of slow for building the magic power, and in fights that you need to finish quick, Dagger Boomerang won't be of any use to you. So Rem doesn't have any other big magic damage ability aside of Dagger Boomerang, so for short fights she won't be very useful in the damage department. Well, in conclusion, Rem is a magic damage dealer or a healer? Well, the answer of that is both. If you want to use Rem as a damage dealer, use it, because also with Healing Prayer you have a Kuraja with status ailment cure, and that's very good. And if you want to use her as a healer, you can also do it, because she will have high spirit and defense values, and you will dual cast Kuraja and revive every turn in high values. So Rem in global server is very versatile in both aspects. If you have one, you can build it in both ways and you will get very good results with it. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, goodbye.